Greetings dear clients and subscribers, this is Ison company with you. In this video, we will review what is essentially the best surveillance camera system in the dome camera category. This is a very popular format for offices, stores, and similar surveillance systems are also often installed in private homes. The model is called Ison MOL Pro X. I'll tell you everything about this model and we'll discuss all the features, interesting highlights, and specifics in detail. I'll also clearly show you how easy it is to connect. So, this is an 8 megapixel surveillance system with maximum resolution featuring the best Sony sensor. This is not a copy, not a replica, and not a fake, but an original Sony sensor. It features color night vision, built-in artificial intelligence, audio recording, and a wide-angle lens. In fact, these cameras have all the most advanced features available in surveillance systems today. To start, let me show you. Before installation, you need to remove all the protective films from our cameras here. I've already removed them from these cameras in advance. Let me answer a common question. Can these surveillance cameras be mounted on a wall or only on the ceiling? These surveillance cameras can be mounted both on the wall and on the ceiling. Thanks to the fact that this dome in the middle rotates in all directions, these are no different from regular cylindrical cameras in terms of installation. These cameras are color universal and can be used both indoors and outdoors. If you install them outside, they can withstand temperatures from plus 55 to minus 60 degrees Celsius. They're not afraid of rain or any precipitation. They are made of metal, vandal-proof, with an IP66 protection rating. As I already mentioned, they have the best Sony sensor. This is a genuine Sony. The sensor is what is inside the surveillance camera, and it determines 90% of the image quality and the camera's durability. It is equipped with a 2.8mm wide-angle lens, which gives these cameras a 120-degree field of view, without any distortion. The highest possible image quality is 8 megapixels 4K with a Sony sensor and the latest generation's best processor. Also, as I mentioned, it has built-in artificial intelligence, and here is a motion sensor that can be adjusted for sensitivity. And you can set the area where the motion sensor will be triggered. This is convenient, for example, when a dog is running around in the frame. The MOL Pro X video surveillance system can send notifications to your smartphone when the motion sensor is triggered. It also features built-in combined smart night vision, which can operate in standard infrared mode like regular cameras, meaning at night. It provides a black and white image and can also use LED lighting, meaning the built-in lights turn on. And thanks to this, at night you can see up to 40 meters, which is a very long distance for a surveillance camera. Up to 40 meters, you will be able to see the night image in color. Thanks to this, you'll be able to see not just a car, but also its color. And you'll be able to see its license plate, because with regular infrared illumination, there's a common problem where the license plate reflects the light. Because all car license plates in every country are coated with luminescent paint, and because of this, infrared light can't capture them. At night, you just see a white spot, but here there's a special illumination that solves this problem. Plus, you'll be able to see the color of a person's clothing and other details. This is the most advanced format of night shooting, and it's implemented here. No more old, scary diode arrays that only give black and white images and burn out by the end of the first year of use. Here, there's a modern LED illumination, as well as cameras and a dashcam. We use technology that allows power transmission over a single cable, which is a very convenient feature. Thanks to this, you don't need to run a second cable or install power supplies at the installation site. The MOL Pro X system is installed on a take-it-out-of-the-box and plug-it-in principle. It's designed for easy self-installation by regular users. There's no need to set up IP addresses, solder, or deal with cables here. If yesterday you didn't even know what a video surveillance system was, today you'll have no trouble installing this system yourself. So let's talk about what a ready-made kit actually is. A ready-made kit is a set that includes everything you need for the cameras to work. This means the cameras themselves, all the necessary mounting hardware, instructions and templates for easy installation. An 18-meter cable for each camera. Here we can see it. This is the original branded Ison cable. It comes with pre-installed connectors. So all you need to do is take it out of the box, connect one end to the camera and the other end to the video recorder. Also included in the kit is the video recorder itself. The video recorder is essentially a computer that processes the signal. Here on the front panel we can see indicator lights for the hard drive, for internet connectivity and for power. If everything is working properly, these lights will be on or blinking. Here we see a USB port. It's convenient to connect a mouse or a flash drive here to transfer information. On the back side we see 4 LAN ports. This is where our cameras are connected. There is a separate LAN port for connecting the internet. That is, you connect your router and the video recorder using a regular patch cord. I'll repeat, I'll show you how this is done. Thanks to this, you'll be able to remotely view video and listen to audio from your phone, tablet, or computer. There's also a free option. You can view the archive, not just the live feed like with regular cameras, but also the recorded footage. Here we can see a VGA port and an HDMI port for connecting to a monitor. It is recommended to use only the HDMI port, that way you'll be able to view video in maximum 4K resolution. The recommended monitors are the Ison LED 32 model. You can also check them out on the website ison.com.ru. What are monitors for video surveillance? These are monitors that never have conflicts when displaying the camera grid. Say, you have 4 cameras and want to view them all at once, or 8 cameras or 16 cameras. In other words, everything is always displayed correctly there. If you use your own TV or monitor, sometimes the grid can be displayed incorrectly. Sometimes you can fix this in the TV settings, sometimes you can't, so you'll have to check for yourself. If your goal is to connect to your own TV, you can go ahead and try it. If your goal is to have a separate monitor, then it's best to buy a monitor specifically designed for video surveillance systems right away. Here you can see an analog input for connecting a microphone and an analog output for connecting a microphone. This is an additional option in this recorder. It is not used in this surveillance system. Because here, all the surveillance cameras already have a built-in digital microphone of very high quality, in fact, the highest possible quality. As for audio recording, the system here provides the best quality typically found in surveillance cameras. And here we see the power supply unit which powers the video recorder itself. And all the cameras will be powered as well. The power supply unit is also included in the package. Here you have the power supply unit itself and a plug for connecting to a 220 volt outlet. A mouse for controlling the video recorder is also included in the package. The surveillance cameras in the Ison Mal Pro X system also feature all the latest technologies. This includes WDR technology, which is essentially a must-have in surveillance cameras. It solves the problem of poor or incorrect lighting. I've told you many times that no matter where you place your surveillance camera, several times a day you'll encounter situations where sunlight will hit the camera lens, or on the contrary, a shadow will fall across it. And at those times, regular surveillance cameras without this technology will be useless. That is, faces in the frame will appear black, car license plates will be black, and you won't be able to see anything. Here, there's a technology in place that solves this problem. And this is neither a copy nor a replica. It's not a fake from AliExpress. This is the original WDR technology. And you don't have the typical problem you get when you buy some budget camera from AliExpress or some other store where it supposedly says WDR is included, but in reality it's either implemented very cheaply or not implemented at all. And as a result, this problem doesn't get solved. Here, the Ison equipment is premium level hardware with Sony sensors and WDR technology. What you get here are original components, not some kind of copies. The cameras in the Mal Pro X system also feature Starlight Pro technology, which enhances image quality in night vision. There's also 3DNR technology here, which is a feature that reduces noise, meaning static, during nighttime recording. It also features Ison on technology, which ensures that settings are not reset when the power goes out. This is a common problem with budget systems. You set up your video surveillance, and when there's a power outage, in 50% of cases, when the power comes back on, your remote viewing on your phone gets reset, or the motion sensor settings are lost. Here, as I mentioned, there's a special technology in place that solves this problem. We are also often asked, what additional accessories are most commonly purchased with this surveillance system? The first is a mounting base for the cameras, if you're installing them outdoors. If the installation is outdoors, then these camera connections in the surveillance system need to be properly sealed. That's what the bases are for. Only one type of base fits here. These are special cameras and the bases are called ASD 360. If you don't seal these connectors, they will oxidize over time, the cameras will fail, and for obvious reasons, this won't be covered under warranty. We are also often asked, if I just hang the camera outside under an awning and there won't be any direct exposure to moisture, do I still need to use a base or not? It is recommended to use a base in any case because several times a year you will experience increased humidity. Most often this happens during heavy rains, and due to the moisture, oxidation will still occur. After a year or two, the camera will fail. Therefore, if you don't want to deal with this problem, it's best to plan for mounting bases for the cameras right from the start. Again, this applies only to outdoor installation. If your installation is indoors, don't waste extra money, it's unnecessary. The second accessory that is recommended to purchase is an uninterruptible power supply with a voltage surge protection option. Video surveillance is low voltage equipment. HD systems always use 12 volts, while IP cameras always use 48 or 52 volts, and low voltage equipment is sensitive to voltage fluctuations. And such equipment burns out quite easily, much more easily than regular household appliances like TVs or refrigerators. That's why it's recommended to immediately install an uninterruptible power supply with protection against voltage fluctuations. To avoid running into such situations, people often ask whether it's possible to use a regular computer UPS or a stabilizer that's installed in the house, or a UPS for a boiler. It is recommended to use uninterruptible power supplies specifically designed for video surveillance systems. They are available for purchase on our website in the Other section and are also offered in other stores. There are more affordable and more expensive options depending on the battery capacity, because all of them, in addition to protecting against voltage fluctuations, also provide the ability for the video surveillance system to operate during power outages. Accordingly, the cheaper options have smaller batteries, while the more expensive ones have larger batteries or even several batteries installed. Why is it recommended to use a UPS for video surveillance? Because there is a huge variety of uninterruptible power supplies made by many different manufacturers. Most of them are specialized, some are for computers, some for boilers, and some for standard household appliances. And the manufacturer can only guarantee proper operation if you use an original uninterruptible power supply designed for video surveillance systems. That way, you won't have any warranty issues and your system will work reliably for many years. Routers are also often purchased for connecting to the internet. This is an option that is necessary when connecting via 3G, 4G internet. If your internet at the site is provided through a SIM card and not a wired connection, then you need the following. First, you need a video surveillance system that supports working with 3G, 4G internet. The Ison Mol Pro X system is one such example. Because this type of internet uses special IP addresses, to connect, you will need a USB modem with a SIM card. These are sold at mobile phone stores, and a specialized router. These specialized routers are available on our website in the Other section. Specialized routers never conflict with any operators and there are never any issues with them. If you already have your own router, a common question is, if I already have a router, can I connect it? We always recommend, yes, you can try it. Go ahead, connect it, try it out, and test it. If your router is not specialized for video surveillance, then it's a 50-50 situation. Sometimes it works fine, sometimes it works with conflicts. The app might only load after 10 attempts, or it might keep crashing. These are typical problems of an incompatible router. If you don't have any router at the site yet and are only planning to buy one, it's best to get one right away, a specialized router for video surveillance. Now I'll show you how easy it is to connect and set up a video surveillance system, Ison Mol Pro X. The first thing you need to do is remove all the protective films from your cameras. We take the camera and on one side connect it with a PoE cable. There's a second connector here which is not used when connecting in this video surveillance system. This is a separate power connector. It is used when connecting to recorders that do not have PoE. In our case, we have a modern video surveillance system and the video recorder already has built-in PoE. Therefore, this connector will not be used here. On the other side, we simply connect the free RG45 connector. All other cameras are connected in the same way. There's nothing else you need to do here. Here we have the power supply connected, the mouse is connected, and we need to connect our monitor using an HDMI cable. The HDMI cable itself is never included with the video surveillance system because it always comes with the monitor. So if you purchase the Ison Mol Pro X system with a monitor, the HDMI cable will be in the box with the monitor. You will have your own HDMI cable. If you have your own TV or monitor, you will also have an HDMI cable included with it. If you don't have one or it's already in use, you can purchase an HDMI cable separately on our website in the Other section. They are available in lengths from 1 to 30 meters. All we need to do is connect one end of the HDMI cable. Plug the cable into the port and on the other end connect it to the monitor. I'll also show right away how to connect the surveillance system to the internet using a patch cord. This is an optional feature. The system can work without an internet connection, meaning the cameras will record to their own hard drive, and you'll have access to it either through the monitor or your computer. If you want to view the video remotely from your phone, tablet, or computer, from anywhere in the world, then you need to connect your surveillance system to the internet. Patch cords are also never included with surveillance systems because they're always included with routers. If you purchase a Mol Pro X system with a router, then you'll find a patch cord included in the router's box. If you already have your own router, you also have this patch cord. If it's already in use, you can easily buy one separately as well. On one end, we connect our patch cord to the USB RJ45 port, and on the other end, we plug it into the router.
Now let's take a look at the DVR control menu. Here we need to select the language. Here the system prompts us to enter the password. The default password on all the DVRs is Ison12345. Click Login here, and we need to check the time. Check the time zone to match the current time zone. Click Next. This is the network settings of the DVR. This is necessary if you immediately connect the recorder to your network. Here are the network settings for all cameras. Click Next. All hard disks will be displayed here. Hard disks should be used with SATA 2, SATA 3 connectors for video surveillance systems. Click Next. Here the system prompts us to change the password and ask control questions. We will not do it now. Click Exit. All our cameras are displayed here. You can move the mouse, and here we have hints and quick menu items. For example, PDZ is for rotating cameras. Zoom button, that is zooming in on the footage. Here you can enable audio that supports your surveillance cameras, which you connect such. 2 times click the mouse to expand the window to full screen. Also click twice to go back. Right-click to open the menu. Here, for example, you can customize the display of the number of cameras you want. Let's click to exit full screen mode in order to see the main menu. There are a lot of different functions and settings here. I will show you the main ones that you will probably use. On the top, we have the main buttons. Here we have Now Open View Mode. On the left, Cctv cameras. Here respectively display. Also customize as you need. Here is the button Archive here. Select the desired camera on the left. Select the date on the calendar. Below displays the selected day from 0 to 24 hours. Here you can display only motion recording. You can speed up the video. Then in the search section, you can save the information to a USB flash card before you need to insert it into any USB port of the recorder. Also select the surveillance camera. Select the date. Click on the button to save the video to a USB flash drive. Here are all the same settings that we have already seen. There are also additional settings, such as user settings. Here you can create several users so that then you can keep track of who went into the menu recorder and what did with the system. Here is a system of alerts about different events. Also all standard can be configured. Here network settings. On the P2P tab you can configure the option to view the image from a smartphone. There is also an email tab here. In this item you can configure email notifications that triggered the motion sensor. Here are the camera settings that we have already seen, and also OST menu settings. For example, you can specify the names for each camera. Here are the recording settings for each camera. In this item you can choose how to record your CCTV cameras constantly, by motion sensor or by schedule. We recommend that all our customers immediately put all CCTV cameras in motion sensor recording mode. Here is the DVR maintenance button. You can use it to get basic information and also to update the device. In the upper right corner there is also a button to turn off and restart the DVR.
Now I will show you how to install and set up the application on your smartphone for remote viewing. The instructions are absolutely the same for all Apple devices, meaning on iPhone 10, 15, 16, it's all exactly the same, as well as for all Google devices and all Android devices. It's all absolutely the same. Download the app through the App Store or Google Market called BitVision. You enter the BitVision app, click on the 3 lines in the top left. Here, click on Login. Now, click on First, Login. And here you click on the registration button. Complete the registration. It's a fairly simple registration. You need to provide your email, password, nothing to worry about. I am already registered. After you have registered, click on the Login button. Click on the 3 lines again. Go to the Device Manager. And here in the bottom right, you click on the plus sign. 3 options are offered for how to add your video recorder. The simplest option is to click the bottom item, LAN Search. This means that a network search will be performed automatically. Here, my video recorder is displayed immediately. I click on it. Here we need to enter the device name. You can specify something arbitrary, for example, home. The username is always admin, in lowercase. And the password. Here, enter the one you specified during initial registration, that is, the password. From your video recorder, I see the camera display. And let's go through the main settings. I can double-click on the camera to display 4 cameras at once. Similarly, set up all the cameras connected to your video recorder. I can rotate the phone 90 degrees to display the camera in full screen. I can pinch to zoom in on the image for software zoom, rotating the phone back. There are also quick buttons below the screen. The first is to take a screenshot. The second is to record video online right now. Next, this button allows you to listen to the audio from the surveillance camera. The following button displays a certain number of cameras you want to show at once. I will leave it at 1 for now. The BD button is for switching modes. Right now we clicked on HD and can see how the quality has changed, meaning we are viewing in maximum quality and can see how clear the image has become. By default, BD is set for traffic saving, so you see the situation and understand what is happening. If you want to view this moment in maximum detail, you click on HD. Below, there are also playback, close, and share buttons. I will show you the main feature that you will use, which is viewing. Click on the 3 lines in the top left, and here select playback. Here, you also select the camera that will be connected, and at the bottom, a bar will appear, and you simply swipe with your finger to choose the event you want to view. For example, you see that yesterday at there was some movement at 1 o'clock in the morning, and you just swipe your finger here, and automatic playback starts. That is, in this way you can not only view the image online from your phone, but also see what happened. You can quickly send this information to your phone to take it to law enforcement or do something else with this information.